Okay. Everybody correct? Done. The interview. August 1st, 2023.
So Yume, are you ready for the interview at Shindo Counseling Therapy?
Shindo Counseling
You
Therapy?
bet I am Kiyoko. I'm so
Yeah.
thrilled that I get to be the professional counselor of the Shindo Counseling Therapy. And how about you, Kiyoko?
Oh, I was born ready as always.
Oh.
We're so glad that we were actually transferred from Tropicana City Psychologist and Psychiatrist Therapy to Shindo Counseling Therapy after a few weeks that we recently applied there. This is our best dream to come true, that we're going to be both counselors and psychiatrists at the same time.
I couldn't agree more. Hopefully things will be even a lot more better than ever.
Yeah. But anyways, since we all dressed and ready to go, we'll go downstairs to the living room to tell our kids that we're gonna be going on an interview at Shindo Counseling Therapy. So maybe that way, my dad will watch over Iron and Shizuka once they are gone from our interview. Sounds like a great idea.
Sounds like a great idea.
Awesome. Now what are we waiting for? Let's go downstairs to the living room and tell Dad, Iron, and Shizuka that we're gonna be leaving at the house to go to our interview. Hey Dad, Iron, and Shizuka, we have some news that we want to tell you before we leave.
Oh really? What's the news that you want to tell us? And also, why are you two dressed up? Is there a special event happening this week?
No Iron, not even closes. The reason why that me and your mother are dressed up is that we're gonna be interviewing at the Shindo Counseling Therapy, since remember the last time that after we moved here a few weeks ago that me and your mother have been promoted as our psychiatrist in counseling?
Wait, now I remember that. So, does that mean you and Mom are starting an interview at Shindo the Counseling Therapy right now?
You got that right, Aaron. Since me and your father are heading off to the Shindo Counseling Therapy, I want you and Shizuka to stay home and hang out with your grandpa once we are gone from our interview. We'll be back in a little while. So, are you two okay with that?
Yes. I guess I can handle that.
Same here.
Okay, I guess now that is settled. We'll see you guys in a little while, and please behave yourself.
Goodbye Kyoko and May. We'll see you two in a bit, and stay safe.
Alright, are you ready for this, honey?
You bet I am, Kiyoko. Now come on, let's get this show on the interview.
Hello, and welcome to the Shindo Counseling Therapy. Are you here for the appointment?
Actually, we're here for our interview. So, is there a manager named Miss Counselor that we recently got a call from her the other day?
Let me call her and see if she's here in her office. Just hold on for a moment. You two can sit down on the couch if you want while you're waiting.
Okay, thank you.
Hello?
Hi, Miss Counselor. This is Yong Lee. And are you here in your office?
Yes, I'm still here in my office. Why? Do you need something?
Actually, I have two people who are in my receptionist room to come see you in your office since they have something to do with the interview.
Huh. Oh yeah, I forgot about the interview with Kyoko and Yume since I usually called them the other day. I'll be on my way to get them. Thanks for calling. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Well, good news, Kyoko and Yume. It turns out MS Counselor is now here in her office. So, she's on her way right now.
Really? That's amazing. I hope she will be coming here very soon.
Hey y'all. I'm here just in time for the two of you. So are you two ready for the interview?
Oh, hi there, Miss Counselor. And yes, we are ready.
All right. Now you two follow me to my office. All right. Now that everything is settled, let's get started on the interview, shall we? So, how are you guys so far?
We're doing very great. We just recently moved here in Katakana City a few weeks ago, that's all.
I see. So, I heard that you guys have been recently transferred to your old counseling therapy, which is in Tropicana City, to our Shindo Counseling Therapy in Katakana City. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Now tell me about your guys' self and reasons on why you two recently transferred to this therapist.
Well, ever since a couple weeks after when our son and daughter Aaron and Shizuka get off on their last day of Tropicana City School, and especially that we moved here, we decided to live a new life without having to deal with people who have been getting into fights and drama in this community, cause people left in the former town of Tropicana City, and especially leaving the internet due to a lot of mental health problems in society. So that's why we decided to live in this town in Katakana City for good this time.
I see. So the reason why you two want to transfer from Tropicana City Therapy to Shindo Counseling Therapy, all because of the fact that many people in your former town of Tropicana City have gotten completely downhill due to the fighting and dramas that has been happening in the community?
That is correct. Oh, I should have thought about this right before 2023 has started, which is 6 months ago from this year, but now here we are, living a better life in Katakana City without getting involved in people's situation.
Although I've been helping out with one of my clients named Rio with his problems ever since a few weeks after during New Year's Day. So yeah, we would have followed Rio and his crew in Katakana City in the slightest due to the fact of what they've gone.
Yeah, and even I also helped out my own client named Duran as well. So yeah, that's why we have to make things right for the community to not get involved with any situations like never before.
I see. And I have to agree with everything on what you said in the middle and last part, Kyoko and Yume. I know that this community has been a living hell for everyone in Viant City and Tropicana City, including the people who have been staying on the internet a lot lately. But they really need to stay away from other bad people who did something that is very unforgivable and never take accountability for it. But thankfully Katakana City is a very safe place to live since many people don't want to get involved any more fuckeries to begin with. Although, I don't blame someone who had to go through some rough times every single day 24/7, but they do deserve to get some help from their mental health problems for the sake of it.
Exactly. That's why they really needed help for their own support to take accountability for it, unlike the ones who did something that is very unforgivable and never be around with good people any longer.
Although I may do agree on what Kyoko said, it was true. But what if something that really happens when people have had their own true backstories on why they've been acting out in the first place? I mean, I get it when some other people have been acting out as abnormal and never explain on what they've been going through at times. But don't you think that people will explain on their side of the story on why they've been acting like this while they get help from a therapist or counseling?
To be honest, you may. It only depends if your client wants to know the full story on why they've been acting so abnormal, to the point where some people has different opinions on certain individual things and other people that they like or disliked. Whenever some people has different opinions, they would change since it's their own choice to make differences in our own life. However, if something goes wrong, if people have an opinion change, they would honestly end up jumping into conclusions in the worst way if the audience has their own fans of their channels to begin with. Would you imagine that if those fan kids have no idea on what some controversial users have done to those people in the slightest? Would you consider that?
And I honestly have no idea what to say. But, normally I hate when people are starting to jump into conclusions like that, but people doing something that was very controversial was not a good sign to begin with. Like seriously, they should really get some help at all costs. No matter if it's their choice and none other less in the slightest.
Indeed. And that is why we stay away from bad people who did something that is very unforgivable. Also, I have another question to ask. What are some experiences that you become a therapist in counseling?
Well, ever since back in college on the days before I met Yume, I studied on one of the courses that I took is taking therapy class while Yume is in the same class as I am, and then, while me and Yume are studying together, we learned something that being part of a psychiatrist and counseling is one of our dream job that we ever wanted in our lives since we always love to help people with their problems and make a better support to the community.
Interesting. Well, I have to admit, I used to go to therapy courses when I was in college back in the old days since 1998 in my young adult life. That was like the best memories that I ever had in history.
Wait, really? I never knew that you had those memories in your history back in 1998 while you were in college.
Yep. Also, next question. What time of day that you're available that you two will start working?
Well, for me, I would say that I'll be available on Monday through Sunday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And as for me, I'd say the same thing like Kyoko said.
All right. Monday through Sunday at 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. it is. Also, before you two go, I want you to sign the paperwork and fill out the agreement that you'll be interested in working here. Welcome aboard, Mr. and Mrs. Murakami, and congratulations on the interview that you two had. In the meantime, in the next 12 months, you two will be on promotion as counseling and psychiatrist. I'm always looking forward to you two taking this job in a way, although it wasn't usually at 100%, but still, I hope you two will get the hang of this.
Oh, I'm sure we will get the hang of this. Me and Yume are super excited that we're gonna start working here starting on Monday, which is next week. Hope this is going to be fun.
Yeah, but anyways, you guys are free to go. I will see you guys on Monday and stay safe.
Goodbye, Miss Counselor. We will see you on Monday morning. It was nice knowing you, by the way.
I wonder how mom and dad are doing right now.
I don't know, Iron. Maybe your mother and father are still interviewing at the Shindo Counseling Therapy right now, but they'll be back very soon.
Oh, okay, good to know.
Huh. Looks like I won by playing war. Guess better luck next time.
God damn it. How the heck did I lose? I was almost close to winning this game. This is so unfair.
Well, maybe you should have thought about it before winning this game in the first place. None of this would have happened. So it sucks for you.
Oh, screw you, Shizuka. I am so gonna get you back for this.
Hey now, Iron. Please don't get upset. It's just a game. It's not that big a deal. So please, don't get mad and upset. Perhaps we can do this again in the next round. I can promise you that.
You know what? Fine. I guess I'll play war in the next round.
Now that's the spirit, Iron.
Hey guys, we're home.
Oh, It looks like mom and dad are back from the interview. Let's see how they are doing right now. Hey mom and dad, welcome back. How was the interview going so far?
It was going great, Iron. Me and your mother had a great time during the interview, and we do have some great news to all three of you.
Oh really? What's the good news that you want to say to us? Let me guess. Do any of you two get hired as a counselor and psychiatrist at Shindo Counseling Therapy?
Well, Tenran, we were so glad to ask, and yes, me and Kyoko are officially hired as a counselor and psychiatrist at Shindo Counseling Therapy, cause ever since we talked to our manager Ms. Counselor about our experience that we used to take therapy courses back when we were in college in our old days during our freshman year and senior year. So yeah, that's why our manager Ms. Counselor has officially hired us, and then we start our first shift starting on Monday, which is next week.
Oh wow. I wasn't expecting that you and Dad have got you guys hired by MS Counselor as a counselor and psychiatrist after you discussed your guys' backstory during the interview. I am so proud of this.
I have to agree with you, Shizuka. I am so proud that your mother and father have officially got the job of transferring to another therapist from Tropicana City Counseling Therapy to Shindo Counseling Therapy. This will be a fresh new start for everyone in Kotakana City.
Yeah, totally.
But anyway, guys, me and Yume are gonna go to our rooms to change our normal clothes right now. You three can continue on what you were doing.
Okay dad, we'll continue playing card games with Shizuka and Grandpa for a little while.
Okay, you guys have fun playing.
Okay Grandpa and Shizuka, I'm ready to play another round of War of Card games.
All right, let's play another round. I will be going easy on you this time.
Okay, hope you will not win this time.
Here you go, Kyoko. This is your new office for your first shift this year. Feel free to look around to see how it looks.
Wow, this looks very nice. Even better
The
than my
office-
old
The
office in
office
Tropicana
has the
City.
first city.
Yep, and I'm glad you like it. Now I will show you what therapy room number that you're gonna be at for your job for this year. Now follow me. Here we are, your own therapy room.
Wow. This looks amazing. Even better than before. Now I can help people with their problems whenever they've been going through rough times as a psychiatrist myself and they need lots of treatments to become a better people.
I know you like it, Kyoko. Hope you'll do a better job of helping the people with problems once you'll become a promotion as your professional psychiatrist more than you'll ever be.
Yep, and I'm always looking forward to that, Miranda.
Uh-huh. But anyways, it looks like our touring is done. You can feel free to go back to your office. I'll go back to my office so I can go back to what I'm doing. If you need anything, feel free to call me or anyone else as managers of Shindo Counseling Therapy.
Okay, I'll try.
Great. Well, I have to go now. I will see you soon.
Alright, we'll see you soon as well, Miranda. It was nice knowing you for the first time. Well, it looks like I'm going back to my office to work on my first day of transferring from Tropicana City Therapy to Shindo Counseling Therapy. Hopefully I'll be getting calls from people if they need any help with problems.
So, as you can see, since this will be your own counselor's room from now on for this year, you'll be helping out people with their problems whenever they have suicidal thoughts or anything like that is related to this. However, whenever some people have been going through a lot of ups and downs, and especially with PTSD, make sure you ask the person some questions on why they have been going through a rough time. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, I totally get it now. Counselor myself, I'll do everything in my power to help out people whenever they've been suffering, like depression, anxiety, suicidal, PTSD, and anything like that is related to this. I'm always looking forward to this the easier way.
Excellent. Hope you'll do a better job at this, and then you'll get a promotion as a professional counselor in the near future.
Yeah, totally.
Anyways, since this tour is now finished, you may head to your own office, which is the one I showed you before. If you need anything, feel free to call me or anyone else as managers at Shindo Counseling Therapy. I will see you soon.
All right, Janelle, I will try, and I will see you soon as well. Well, this is it. Our first day of our shift has finally come. This will be a fresh new start of our own career as a counselor and a psychiatrist. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go back to my office since I need to start off my own paperwork to get all the things I need to do on my first shift of this year.
So what is the planning issue to do is the therapy. He is you know okay.